Today on the channel, we've got a fun one in honor of 20,000 subscribers on this very YouTube channel. We're unboxing the Wolverine Mezco 1/12 edition, and we're going to give 2 of these away to viewers like you.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for a very special unboxing and review / giveaway, as we will be giving away 2 of these Wolverines here today. And what Wolverine is it? It is the Mezco 1/12 edition Wolverine via Entertainment Earth, and of course, link in the description below, or discount code Kyle saves you 10% on all in-stock items at Entertainment Earth, like Wolverine here, and anything over $39, of course, does ship free. And I got to give a special shout out to Entertainment Earth. They watched my Wolverine video. Of course, we did my top 10 favorite Wolverine figures of all time. They did reach out and said, Kyle, we'd like to send you one of these to review, and we'd like you to give 2 away to your viewers out there. So huge shout out to Entertainment Earth for thinking of the channel, watching the channel, and supporting the channel. I think it is very cool of them. And a lot of you guys in the comments said, hey, where's that Mezco 1/12? Why isn't that in your top 10 Wolverines? Well, you guys that historically know my channel here, I'm not on the high end of the Marvel toys, the Mezcos, things like that. I dabble, I pick and choose with stuff, but I don't do a lot of Mezcos because of the higher price point. I'm sure a lot of you guys are like that as well. And there's nothing wrong with the higher price point figures, but I can get enjoyment as a Toy Biz Wolverine as much as I can out of this one. It's all about nostalgia, the whole big picture for me. And there's no denying from the pictures I've seen of this one that this is truly next level. And it probably does warrant a spot on a top 10 list after things are all said and done. But I don't know if it can beat that childhood Toy Biz just for all the reasons of nostalgia for sure. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And that gets us into the giveaway portion of this. Of course, like I said, Entertainment Earth is giving 2 of these away to a viewer like you. And here's what you got to do to enter to get a part of the giveaway. 2 of these being given away once again. You got to like this video, this Wolverine video. You have to give it the old thumbs up. Make sure you do that. I will wait. You have to be subscribed to my YouTube channel, this very YouTube channel. You have to be a subscriber to the YouTube channel. You also have to leave a comment down below saying whatever you want, but you have to list a comment in this very video. So you have to like this video, you have to comment on this video, you have to be subscribed to my channel. You also have to be subscribed to the Entertainment Earth YouTube channel. Entertainment Earth, of course. Use discount code Kyle, save 10% in stock stuff. So you have to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Entertainment Earth's YouTube channel, like this video, and comment on this video, and you are off to the races. And I will announce the winner on my social medias. Make sure you're following me at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. We'll announce the video. We'll announce the winner of the videos on there. We'll also announce the winner in my weekly purchases video. So make sure you enter. It's free to enter, and you just might as well subscribe to the channel. And once again, this is part of the 20,000 subscribers to YouTube here. Quite the feat. I never thought I'd have 100 subscribers, let alone 20,000 subscribers. Easy for me to say. Got to go thank you guys for subscribing, watching along, interacting with the channel, doing your part to support the channel. It does truly mean a lot out there, and for companies like Entertainment Earth to take notice, you guys to take notice, it does mean a lot. So I hope I can give you guys some enjoyment each and every single day, somewhere along the day for you. So without further ado, let's get after it. Let's see what's going on with this Wolverine. Let's see what all the fuss is about with the 1/12 Wolverine. Already from the get-go, I like what I'm seeing here. This is iconic Kyle's childhood Wolverine look. This artwork reminds me of my childhood, reading Wolverine comics, playing with Wolverine toys. So from the get-go, I like what I see right here. I like the packaging. Now, it's not our cardboard plastic prisons. This is a tin box. This is like a lunch box. This reminds me of my grandpa going off to weld for the day at his job, bringing his lunch box. That's what this reminds me of. So this is a really cool feature. Obviously, you're not throwing away this. You're not recycling this. You're keeping this box to keep all your accessories, other things in. I'll find a great use for this. Absolutely love this here. And let's look at this packaging real quick. Got that classic X-Men logo up in the top, Marvel down low, 1/12 Mezco over there, and then, of course, Wolverine right in the middle looking really good. X-Men logo right there, X-Men logo right there. On the side, you got Wolverine getting through it. Oh, that's just classic Wolverine. That's my Wolverine all day long right there. And then on the back, you got a little Wolverine action as well. So very, very cool packaging. They won me over with the packaging right away. This takes off just like a tin of cookies or something, you know, something like that. You can bang yourself on the head if you need to. Then you get into here and we get some of the, let's see, what's this? Welcome to 1/12 Collective, designed for collectors by collectors. Hey, that's me. Just kind of a generic thing here, nothing too much there. I could always take a picture of that, I guess. Then we get instructions, claw effects assembly, removable of the Sentinel eye. Oh, we need batteries. We need AAA batteries. Lucky Kyle's always ready with batteries. But we're going to get this stuff, and of course, we're going to have a million glamour shots in this video. A ton and ton. Get a little parchment paper action. There is a lot of accessories. I mean, this truly is an Ultimate Wolverine. You know, we talk a lot about Ultimates, Super 7 Ultimates, Wrestling Ultimates. This is truly Ultimate. There is so much stuff packed in here. It is absolutely unbelievable. I'm going to pull this out, hopefully. Hopefully without knocking everything over and knocking everything everywhere. Oh, pull that out. So we got a big old piece here, plastic prison. Look at that. A million hands, a million heads. Of course, a body there. You got to have all that. Then what do we got over here? More parchment paper. I mean, truly next level, guys. I mean, if you've never had a Mezco 1/12, we've only, I think, unboxed a cable Mezco 1/12 on the channel. That's the only one I think I have done. Maybe I'm wrong. I think that's right, though. We got all kinds of stuff, but we're going to start with this. We're going to start with the bottom part, and then we'll move into the figure. Got all this plastic wrap. Going to throw that off to the side. Very cool. You get the Wolverine, the old snick, or whatever you call it. Snicked? 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 Sure, why not? But you put the claws in there. Very cool effect piece. Always love a good effect piece. Hey, it does come with batteries. I didn't have to be prepared because they got batteries already ready for me. So that's really cool. You don't see that a lot of times with toys anymore. TC Best super heavy duty batteries. Not going to say these are the old Energizers of the world, but hey, it is appreciated. You do get the Mezco 1/12. It's always cool they give you a baggie with this. You can store all of your accessories in this nice baggie. It'll keep your accessories in perfect shape, so we do like that. Of course, all the Mezco figures do come with stands. Wolverine, no different. So we got a stand for Wolverine, the nice X there. You can pop this in, do whatever you want. A little cellophane there. Very cool to get a stand. You guys know I always appreciate a stand with any of my figures. And then we do get this Sentinel diorama base here, which is very, very cool idea. This reminds me a lot of Diamond Select. Of course, Diamond Select comes out with this kind of stuff all the time for us. The Sentinel, very, very cool. Looks like a down, defeated Sentinel. This will look great at the feet of the Marvel Legends Sentinel, of course, as a little diorama display. All in on that. It does have a button right there, so you hit that button, the light does pop up. We'll show that in the glamour shots. But a very, very cool base, very cool world-building scene thing. I absolutely love this. Awesome, awesome. It's hard to deny. I mean, this is an over $100 figure, though. So when you're playing at those price points, you really do expect things like this, though. It's a lot different than Marvel Legends. It's really tough to compare them between the two. But now we're going to dive into the Wolverine here. Hopefully I don't lose anything. Hopefully I don't knock anything around. But it's all possible. It's all possible, as we know. But man, we got a million things right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total heads for Wolverine. I mean, that is something wild for sure. That is absolutely wild. We got all these little plastic pieces. You know what? I'm going to get all these out. Then we're going to give you back. We're going to talk all these accessories and the Wolverine figure. All right, we're back. I got all the accessories out, and man, talk about next level. I can't say it enough. I can't stress it enough. How many accessories we got here between all the hands, the heads, other accessory parts, the effects parts. This is a crazy, crazy set. Now, at the same time, it is a pretty crazy price point compared to your Marvel Legends, things like that. But man, the gap's getting closer, so we'll see what happens in the future here. But this Mezco 1/12 Wolverine has pretty much everything you could want for this Wolverine in the yellow and blue, the classic yellow and blue attire. But let's break it down. Let's go through like we usually do, accessory by accessory, and let's talk about it. We'll start with the Sentinel. Of course, we showed off the Sentinel before, but we do get the eye of the Sentinel. So you can have Wolverine pulling this thing out, doing whatever you want, or you can put it back in the Sentinel if you need to. But a cool eye accessory there for the Sentinel. Then we get into hands, and he does come with 2 fisted hands. He's ready to throw down if he needs to. But then we have some non-clawed hands here, where the claws are retracted down. We get 2 mild gripping hands here, so we got those. And then we get a pointer finger and another kind of gripping hand here. So we got a little choose your own adventure in the non-clawed department. But then you start looking at the claws, and it gives you Wolverine throughout the years right here. So we do get the same hands that are kind of like this, the old tiger claw hands, with some beautiful, beautiful blades on Wolverine here. The claws look awesome. They feel awesome, as we've seen. Of course, I love that Wolverine Apocalypse Build-A-Figure Marvel Legends figure. That's one of my top 10 favorites. The thing that holds it back for me is his claws. Man, if his claws were like this, watch out, because I absolutely love these claws. They are sharp, so you got to be careful. Obviously, this isn't a child's toy. I don't know of any kids that are going to get this for their birthday. But the claws feel tight, feel sturdy, feel strong. Really do feel really good on here. So we got those two with the claws. Then we get two very similar ones. We get the claws, but with fisted hands. So you get fisted and open hand claws. Choose your own clawed hand adventure, as we say. So you do have that. And then a really cool, neat feature here. About the time I was getting out of X-Men comics is when Wolverine turned into like Berserker Wolverine. He got his bone claws, became like more animalistic, if you guys remember that. I'm shocked we haven't got a Marvel Legend version of that one yet. But this one, very cool with the bone claws. Definitely a portion of Wolverine's career. Yes, his career. He's got 401k, I've heard. But very interesting here. You got fisted hands, but it is the bone clawed edition of Wolverine, so I do like that. Then we do get more effect pieces, which is really cool. I don't know how often I'll use these things, but it is a nice change of pace, and it's something if you want for figure photography, things like that. But we do get different clear effect pieces, some more straight, some have a hinge to them, some have a little turn to them. Just really, once again, as we always say, choose your own adventure. What do you want? How do you want them to look? But look very cool at the end of the day. I don't know if I'm going to use these, though. I don't know if they're really for me in my display, but if you are one of those people, man, more power to you. Now we're going to break down the heads on this. I don't even know where to start with these heads. And I guess we're just going to go head one by one all the way till we get to the body with Wolverine. That's what we're going to do. But we do get the cowl for Wolverine if you want one of these maskless heads. We take the mask down, it's over around his neck. You put that on. We've seen that before with Marvel Legends. We've seen that before over the years, but a nice piece to have, of course. Then you get Wolverine without his mask, and I'm dropping the head. Be careful. We get Wolverine, a more subdued Wolverine. This reminds me a lot more of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine a little bit. Not as pointy on the hair department, of course. And then you get this one with a little bit more pointy, a little bit more anger to him. So you got a little different hairstyles for Wolverine. It's, once again, choose your own adventure. Which one do you prefer for the non-masked head sculpt? Looks really cool there. So we got those two versions of the maskless variety. Now we get all the ones with the mask on. And I guess we'll go battle damaged first. And man, this one looks crazy. I would love to see a little blood in this, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. This is battle damaged Wolverine, so you're missing one of his wings on his ear. He's got a big gouge in his head, showing the silver adamantium went all the way through his skin. You're seeing a little of that effect over his face and stuff. He's got like a smile, grit his teeth, and bear it face going on because he's got healing factor. He's just gritting through the pain. Almost a smile on this one. Very, very cool looking head sculpt there. Then you get down to the other head sculpts, a little bit more traditional. This one reminds me a lot of kind of the animated series, I guess, with the bigger wing tips on the Wolverine. Of course, yellow and black attack going on. White eyes, looking good, looking stern, looking mean. Like the looks of that one. And then we get to this one. So it's very similar to that one, but now once again, he's gritting his teeth. He's mad, he's mean, he's ready to get fired up Wolverine like a young Tommy Rich. He's ready to go. So we have that. And now he's really fired up. Now he's really hot. He's really mad. He's ready to kill somebody if he's got to. He's got his mouth wide open. This is a pretty good looking one. As of right now, this is probably my early contender for the head I'm going to use. But we'll see. I'm going to have to play with it and sit on it and sleep on it a while. But I really do like this open mouth one. That looks good. Then we get down to the figure, we get down to the last two heads, and this is more the classic Wolverine, kind of the Alpha Flight version of Wolverine, which we did get in Marvel Legend. Of course, we're going to do some comparisons later on in this video, so stay tuned for that. But you do got this one, a more subdued, early Wolverine. And then you get one with the same thing, but a different head sculpt. This one's got messed up kind of teeth going on. This one has a closed mouth on it. So, man, oh man, I don't think I've ever got a figure that's had this many heads. And I don't know what the record is. What figure out there, it's probably one of these Mezcos that has like 30 heads with it. There's got to be one of those. You guys sound off in the comments if you know of a figure that has more heads than this one does. But now we get down to this Wolverine figure. And wow, it feels very heavy. It is a smaller figure, of course, Wolverine, but he's just a little guy, Can you imagine if he was a big dude? Boy, what he would do. But he is a little guy, and it is a small in stature, but it feels heftier. It doesn't feel like a light piece of plastic, but once again, it is Mezco. This isn't Marvel Legends. It should feel a little bit better. Look down to the figure here, and this is a Wolverine figure, obviously, like we've been saying, but it does feel heftier. It does feel a little bit heavier than your traditional Marvel Legends and thing. Of course, once again, price points more. It should feel a little sturdier, feel a little bit better to you, and that does. It feels heavier in hand. Now, Wolverine, he is a little guy, as we know. He's not a huge guy, and he does feel a little smaller in stature, but does feel very sturdy here. Now, an interesting one here is we do got the cloth goods. Now, we saw that with Mezco before. Some people don't like the cloth goods. Some people absolutely love them. I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm not a huge cloth goods fan on a majority of my figures, and then sometimes I am. I guess I am a fan, I'm not a fan. It really just depends on the figure. Here this works. I would love to see both versions. It'd be cool if Mezco did both versions. This with this on, it definitely feels different. It feels more premium. I don't know if it is the best way to go with this. So I don't know. Wolverine, I don't feel like him needing a soft goods like a wrestler maybe needs a soft goods robe. I always prefer a soft goods robe to a plastic robe, for example. But this looks okay. It feels good. I like that it's tight. That's the one thing with soft goods we see a lot of times. It's not tight enough. This is definitely tight. There's no getting this suit off. And if you get it off, it's not going back on. I can tell you that much. So that does feel a little good. Does make it feel more premium, I will say. Articulation-wise, let's walk through the articulation real quick with this guy. Arms go all the way around. You do get a bicep cut. You do get double-jointed, pinless elbows. Very interesting in the elbow department. Very much does look like Storm Collectibles style in the elbows. I think that's just an import type thing, I would say. Then you get the hands, of course, removable, side to side, back and forth. But good, tight articulation. Joints feel extremely tight on this guy. He does got free-flowing shoulder guards here that can be knocked off, so that could be a little bit annoying. If you turn the arms, you pop those off, have to put them back on. I would have liked to see one piece instead of it being a separate piece put in there. Beggars can't be choosers, so that could get a little annoying if they do pop off on you. But then, of course, the belt we talked about. Belt is removable. Ab, he does have an ab crunch underneath. Head, of course, removable. Up and down, back and forth, side to side. Head fits on and off really easy. I'm going to pop this head on just for a change of scenery. Holy cow. And these different heads, man, make the body seem totally different. It really does fire up this body. And boy, these heads go on very easily. Easier than a Marvel Legend plug and play for sure. Man, it does, though. Every head changes up the total body. Like I said, I could see people wanting to have a bunch of these. I don't know if you could afford it, but boy, you could really make all kinds of different Wolverines with this if you were really inclined, if you really wanted to do that. I would say, though, maybe the head looks a little bit big sometimes with the big wings. It makes the head look even bigger, and it is a smaller bodied figure. But boy, it does look good still, though. But we're at the ab crunch there. We do have an ab crunch. We do have a waist there. Of course, legs, double-jointed knees. I don't know if you pose these guys for too long, if it'll stretch out that material, rip that material. I guess that would be a watch-out. I'm not as familiar as others with Mezco for sure, so that might be something to take a look at. But I could see that happening, stretching out the soft goods or ripping the soft goods over time. You can see Wolverine. He's been doing his sit-ups in the gym. He's got a little abs going on there. And, of course, you got the tiger stripes on the side. Always looking good, looking iconic. He does got a diaper kind of feeling to it. Not quite Cygor Spawn diaper, but we do got a little blue squishiness in the tights department. And then you get down to the legs. You get the articulation in the ankles, back and forth, side to side. But feeling very, very sturdy. This figure feels very sturdy. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save 10% on your stands. Man, he fits like a glove on there. So he fits perfectly on that one. Man, there is a lot going on with this figure. This is a slam dunk of a figure, though. I know the price point turns a lot of people off. Even me, the price point turns people off, or turns me off to some of the other stuff. I see a lot of these Mezcos like, man, that'd be cool to have. That Spider-Man, that'd be cool to have. The price point's tough to get over, but I think it's one of those things, once you start getting some. I got that Cable. It was okay. You get this Wolverine, which is obviously fantastic. This is a fantastic Wolverine. He might make it into my top 10 Wolverine countdown if I had to do it all over again, but he wouldn't be number one. I'm going to tell you guys, that Toy Biz one, for nostalgia reasons, for all the work you had to do back in the day when you were a kid to get things like that, it'll always be number one for me. But this thing is truly next level. And like I said, these Mezcos, they're not going to be for everybody, but they can be for you if you do win the giveaway. And we'll plug that again here at the end of the video. But let's do some quick comparisons. of all the Wolverines under the sun, we can compare this one to. Now, of course, you got the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure we talked about earlier. I love this figure, but I absolutely hate the claws on this guy. The claws are just absolutely dreadful. Should have had these guys all ready to go on stands. But this is the Apocalypse one. Very cool, terrible claws. That's where I'm going with that. And then you do get the Alpha Flight early version of Wolverine. Always like this one too, just because of what it represents. I do have this one displayed with my Alpha Flight set. Well, now you can use this one as Alpha Flight if you needed to. So we do have that as comparison. And then my favorite, this is an amazing Wolverine. Very underrated. I don't know if everybody is getting this one. Some of you might be sleeping on this one. This is the Marvel Legends animated series Wolverine that just came out recently. Something about this. I just absolutely love this figure. You can kind of see the comparisons there with those guys. And then I even grabbed the battle-damaged Bone Claw Wolverine that I got in my collection. So different Wolverines from the Marvel Legend headspace to kind of decide against these in Mezco. That kind of decide the differences here. Obviously, you can get about 4 or 5 of these guys to one Mezco. So I understand the price point is a challenge for some out there. But I would say, where I sit is, if you have a character you love that Mezco makes, you should probably pull the trigger, get that. If it's one of your tippy-top guys, it's tough to be a completionist with Marvel Legends. It would be tough to be a completionist with Mezco, I would have a feeling. However, on that same token, Mezco doesn't make as many figures, so give and take there, I guess. But, man, no matter which way you slice it, no pun intended, this is a fabulous Wolverine. And if you're a hardcore Wolverine fan, I'm sure you probably already have this by now, but you definitely need this here in your collection. So for me, it gets 2 thumbs up. I can't rave about this one enough. It really did blow me away with all these accessories. A fabulous, fabulous figure, the Mezco 1/12 Wolverine. But if I said earlier, you can have one of these too, just for subscribing to this very YouTube channel. All you got to do is like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, subscribe to the Entertainment Earth's YouTube channel, and then I will announce the winner in weekly purchases and on my social media. So make sure you're following at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. Make sure you're on Instagram. Make sure you're following those two. So you want to know if you're a winner, and Entertainment Earth, I believe, will reach out to you to send you your prize, and we'll get that given away here in the next week or two. But like I said, stay tuned to all my social media. Stay tuned to stuff. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to Entertainment Earth's YouTube. Like this video and comment down below in this video. And this is all part of that 20,000 subscriber giveaway. I appreciate each and every one of you guys watching along. Thank you guys for all you guys do for the channel. And hopefully one of you guys win this one. Some of you longtime viewers, it'd be great for one of you guys to win this, and we'll see what happens there. So much more to come on that, but thank you once again for 20,000 subscribers. Don't forget about my Patreon channel as well, where you can get videos like this much earlier, bonus content, exclusive content, and monthly giveaways over there as well as part of the Patreon. And best of all, you do support the channel. You do support content like this, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys out there. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. I already ran down the social media, so you know where to find me over there. So there it is, the 1/12 Mezco Wolverine. I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.